everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sparkling Stitches or Babs, and today I have a whip and chat for you. I'm gonna do a little get to know me so you guys can get to know me better, because I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me, everyone who had subscribed to me previously, but wow, I have so many new subscribers since the last time I've talked to you guys, and I just want to say thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys like my videos. If you have any suggestions for me, feel free to comment them below or message me on Instagram. I'm open to questions, comments, and suggestions. And if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to hit subscribe and join. I really am having a lot of fun making these videos, and I'm so glad that I have picked up a love for diamond painting because it has helped me in more ways than one. So I'm just really thankful. I've been thinking about that for the past couple days now, and my subscribers keep growing, which it's not about the count of subscribers. I'm just happy that there are people out there who enjoy watching my videos enough to subscribe and stick around and hang out with me. Right now I'm working on Dahlia. I'm gonna be doing a poster review for my mermaid and friends here soon. But yes, this is going to be my first square diamond painting, and I'm really excited about it. I love this one, and I love all the colors. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update too before I get into the get to know me tag. Last time I talked to you, which was a little over a week ago, I was going to the drive-in to see a movie, and what I saw was The Invisible Man. And it was pretty good, honestly. It was a little slow at parts. I was really excited about it. I think there was quite a few people there that didn't like it because probably 10 or so people left, and they started leaving within like 20 minutes of the start of the movie, and then they just continued leaving throughout. But the movie was really long, over 2 hours, so it might have just been too long for some people, which I can understand because there's only a few drive-ins in my state, and I know we had to drive a little over an hour to get there, so probably there were others who lived pretty far away as well, but it wasn't bad. So that was The Invisible Man. And then by the time we got home, we were just tired and zonked. So my methodology for doing this right now is I'm kind of doing checkerboard, but I'm going to use my tweezers first to place them because I think I can get them straighter with tweezers, my squares, and then I'm going to fill in the gaps with my single placer. I really want this painting to come out pretty straight because I love it so much, and it's my first square, so it's about, right now for me, it's going to be about getting those lines straight as I can and not worrying about how long it takes me to complete this, because it's not a race and I'm trying to practice patience. So how are you guys all doing? How's diamond painting? How's life? Anything new? I have had an okay week. My boyfriend's phone broke and we don't live together, so that's kind of like the main way we communicate sometimes, especially when he's at work, because he works long hours. Like I've mentioned before, he paves, so it's a long day. They're there early in the morning and then they don't get out until they're done, pretty much. So we don't always see each other. But yeah, so his phone is broken. I don't know when that's going to be fixed. It's like an electrical problem, and our phone store didn't really know how to fix it. There's a hair on my canvas. I'm just trying to get it. So I don't really know when that's going to be fixed. Our cell phone store wasn't really sure how to fix it. They offered him a loaner in the meantime, but they can't fix it. So he didn't take the loaner for now because he just wants to go get it done and fixed. Which I don't blame him, but I miss talking to him. So I'm happy I have you guys to talk to. And I have my friends, but it's nice to talk about diamond painting and stuff with you guys. So yeah, so I've just been kind of like sad because I haven't really heard much from him because obviously he can't really contact me. I messed up my checkerboard. That's okay. Those are still pretty straight. So I've been sad about that, but today I got Taco Bell, and I've been getting Taco Bell once a week, probably pretty much once a week, pretty much since I can drive. There have been periods of time where I don't really go, but I do go about once a week, which is probably, some people probably consider that bad, but it's like my guilty pleasure. So I always get the same thing. I never deviate from it. And I've always wanted to get their nachos, but with what I get, if I got nachos too, it would just be too much food for me. And I don't need to overindulge like that. And I always think, well, maybe next time I'll get the nachos, but I never do because, yeah, I'm sure plenty of you know how that goes when you go to a restaurant or whatever. You know what you like. You kind of want to try something new, but it's too scary. Yeah, so I don't. But today, at first I was upset, but then it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. So I went through, I paid for my meal. It's the same price it always was. I paid that amount. And then when I got to the window to actually get my food, the girl seemed confused, I guess, is how I want to put it. She said, oh, you got the chicken little and blah, 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 all this stuff I didn't get, basically. And I said, no, I got this. And she goes, oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't make you pay for the wrong thing. So then she gives me the bag, and I usually never check the bag because I've never had a problem there. They always remember everything, or they have for me. But something in me told me to check the bag because she seemed confused, and I don't know. So I did, and it was literally the chicken little meal and whatever else was with it that I told her was not mine. So I went back through the drive-thru, and my KFC Taco Bell is pretty slow paced usually. So that's why I was a little ugh about it, but it's okay. So what came in the meal of the accidental meal, the other person's meal, was nachos. So I got to keep the nachos, and I got to have some nachos with my meal, which I always want. So that satisfied that craving for me today, and it made me in a really good mood. I felt like it was a sign that, yeah, today is a good day. So yeah, and now I'm working on this diamond painting, and Dahlia is so beautiful that this puts me in a good mood as well. I also started a paint by number, which are growing in popularity. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. That was my aunt's French Bulldog. I watch her sometimes. Hi, Town, if you're watching. And I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I like to paint. I just question my artistic ability sometimes. And I've painted, on a blank canvas before, and they've come out fine. But yeah, so I wanted to do a paint by number so I could paint without really stressing about all the lines, which I was in for a treat because it is actually pretty difficult to keep in the lines, and I had to get some really small detail brushes. But it's like a golden retriever on a porch, and I'm from the United States and I live in the state of Maine, and we have a store called LL Bean. Probably some of you have heard of that. And they're kind of known for their bean boots. And pretty much everyone that lives here owns a pair of bean boots. And there's some boots on the porch that look like bean boots. So I had to get that painting because I love my state. And it's just beautiful. But I have spent like 2 or 3 hours on it already, and I feel like I've barely gotten anything done. So it's definitely going to take a while, but it's pretty relaxing, and I think it's going to be really rewarding when it's done. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable filming that right now because I feel like I'm going to have a hard time talking and painting in those tiny little circles at the same time. So, yeah, but I probably will show you guys. I'll insert a picture of what I've done right here, and I'll keep you guys updated on that, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get more comfortable with it, and maybe I'll do a whip and chat with that, but I'm not 100% positive on that right now. So let's get into the get to know me tag. I'm not sure how many questions I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to answer some and we'll go from there. So this get to know me tag is just one I found on Google. And the first question is, are you a morning or a night person? I would have normally said I'm a night person, and I still will say I'm a night person. I like to do my crafting at night. I feel most inspired at night. When I'm at school, I do my homework at night. But I also have periods I go through, like I'm going through one right now, where I wake up early in the morning. And I feel like I really don't sleep that much. I mean, some days I do. But lately, I feel like maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. I'm 21 for those of you who don't know. So I wake up early in the morning now, and when my boyfriend gets up for work, he usually gets up between like 5 and 6, so it's early, and I'm pretty much awake after he's awake if I am with him. But normally when I'm by myself, I still wake up early, but I don't know. I just go through these weird phases where sometimes I can't really sleep, and then sometimes I feel like I could sleep all day long. So I guess I'm kind of both. Am I afraid of the dark? In a way. Some of you probably don't believe in ghosts, but I do. And when I was younger, I used to take the bus to my grandmother's. Some of these drills have some knobs on the side, so I'm trying to avoid those. I used to go to my grandmother's off the bus, and one of the shows we used to watch is ghosts, like ghost stories. And as a kid, I used to talk some weird talk, you guys, about ghosts in my room. And there's one cemetery by the first house that I lived in, and I swear when we drove by it, I used to see like men in the cemetery, but they weren't really there. Like I made a comment one time about it, but nobody else saw him. I don't know. That doesn't happen to me anymore. But I definitely used to talk about seeing ghosts as a kid. And that was even before I started watching the ghost shows. So I don't know. I'm not really afraid of the dark. I think this question got carried away, I guess, but I'm more afraid of the paranormal, but I try not to be afraid of it. I need some more drills. Question number 3. Am I an extrovert or an introvert? I talked about this in another whip and chat. I'm not sure which one. I think it might have been my second one. I am 100% an introvert, like down on paper, I'm an introvert. I took a personality test for work, and I can be extroverted when I want to be. I like talking to people, but I do also like being alone or being with those I'm comfortable with, I guess. I just have to warm up to people. And sometimes that takes me a while, but I can be shy, and I'm an introvert. Am I double jointed? No, I don't really think so. I used to be flexible because I did dance for like 14 years, and flexibility, I always mess up checkerboard. Flexibility is really important, and we used to stretch a lot, so I was a lot more flexible when I was younger, but I don't think I'm double jointed. Am I left or right-handed? I am right-handed. When I was very young, I guess I used to pick up crayons and color with my left hand, but I am right-handed now. I do open containers and bottles with my left hand still. I do some things with my left hand, and then others I do with my right hand. So I am just weird, I guess. Are you on time or always late? I used to be always like right on time or late, but now I'm usually early. So I'm neither on time or late. It stresses me out more if I'm gonna be late and if people are waiting on me. So I really worked on like getting up, and as I've gotten older, it's gotten easier to get out of bed and get going for the day. When I have things to do like school or work or whatever. So I like to be there early. Let's see. Am I ticklish? Yes, I am extremely ticklish. I do not like being tickled at all. It actually makes me upset. So yeah, I do not like it. Can I curl my tongue? Yes, I can curl it like in the taco shape. I can't do the 4-leaf clover. Can I ice skate? I can. I used to take figure skating lessons when I was little. My mom's a really good skater. She just learned by ice skating as a kid. But I really like to skate. And when I was in middle school, we used to go to Friday night skate night as something to do as like with all our friends. I really miss that. I really miss open skate. That was a lot of fun. And they used to play music really loud. It was like 3 hours long. I still have my skates. I'd like to go skating again because it's been a long time. And I just remember how much fun I used to have. I really wanted to play hockey for a long time. But I'm kind of, I don't know. I never did it because it was kind of scary, but I had fun in high school. I managed the hockey team, and I kept their scores and who shot on goal and stuff like that. I kept track of different stats, and I would go to all the games. And then my friend Abby that I danced with when I was younger, we used to go to her brother's hockey games. So I've always liked being at the ice rink. And winter is pretty much 9 months out of 12 months of the year where I live. So we kind of have to learn to enjoy those winter sports, I guess. But no, I really like to skate. And the coach of the hockey team when I was in high school was also my golf coach, and he was a really nice guy, and he was really supportive and pushed me really far in golf. So yeah, I really liked managing the team for him. Can I wiggle my ears? No. Coffee or tea? I really like both, but I definitely order coffee a lot more and drink coffee a lot more. I've tried to transition to a tea drinker, but honestly, I drink coffee so much that I forget tea exists sometimes. However, my favorite cold drink to drink, other than iced coffee in the morning, is iced tea. I always go for an iced tea. I used to be a really big Mountain Dew drinker, like really bad, and I had to quit that. So iced tea has kind of replaced that for me. And although it's not good, it's probably better than Mountain Dew coffee. So iced tea and coffee. And I do like hot tea, I just don't really drink it. Cookies, cake, or donuts? Probably really none. I do not have a sweet tooth. I never really have. I mean, it's weird. As I've gotten older, I appreciate candy more, I guess. I like to have something sweet after I have a meal or at night before I go to bed. But coffee or cake or donuts, I guess cake. I like cake with ice cream, and I like ice cream cake. Ice cream's like really my favorite dessert. So yeah, and I don't like pie crust. I'm not a picky person. It's just baked sweets aren't really my go-to dessert or breakfast. I would rather have like eggs and toast for breakfast. Okay, let's see. Did I ever participate in a talent show? My high school actually has a student-run production every spring, and it's been happening for, I don't know, almost 130 years or something like that. There's some guidance from faculty, but it's pretty much put together by students. All the skits are written by students. There's singing, there's dancing, there's comedy. It's like a really big deal. This year, I think it's just playing on TV. I'm not really sure. They didn't cancel it completely. They were going to film the different parts. But it's a really big deal for my show and for my school. And it used to be, it started as a fundraiser for the football team, like way back 130 years ago. But it's turned into like a tradition for the music department. I mean, it really brought kids together. Like kids of all different cliques participated in this show. For some reason, I cannot get that one drill straight. There. When I'm placing these squares, another trick I do is I aim for a corner. So I aim for the left-hand bottom corner every time, so that hopefully I'm placing my squares in around the same area every time. And that helps them be a little less crooked. It helps you like try to line it up straight from the get-go. And then of course, checkerboard, when you fill in the gaps, helps fix that even more. Okay. Did I ever go to prom? We didn't really have prom, so the show I was just talking about used to have a dance at the end of the show. So the show, we would perform that show. I'm pretty sure it was 4 nights. It was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then Saturday night, we'd have a dance. And I did go to those dances. Like I said, I'm an introvert, and there were a couple years I didn't want to, but I'm pretty sure I always ended up going. And I loved, my favorite part about a prom, I guess, is it wasn't called that, but I can't really say the name of the show because it's well known and I don't really want to give that away, but we called the dance the same name as the show pretty much, except dance. And I just loved buying my dresses and getting doing my makeup and my hair. I had really, really long hair most of high school, up until my senior year when I chopped it all off. I used to have like platinum blonde hair all the way down to my butt. And I miss my hair. I'm growing it back out. It's like halfway down my back now. But it's a long process. Did you like school? Yes, I have always loved school. I still love school. I used to say if I could go to school the rest of my life, I would. But I obviously want to move out of my parents' house at some point and start my adult life and be able to pay my bills. But I love school. And when I was younger, I never had to be told to like do my homework or whatever. I always just did it without being asked. And I've always liked school. I like to learn, and whenever I want to know about something, I'm like a Google research queen. Like, I'll watch all the videos on YouTube about it. I become like obsessed with it. When I started diamond painting, I started watching all these diamond painting videos and researching diamond painting and looking at different diamond paintings on different websites. I would like stalk AliExpress. I mean, I still do these things, but I play video games. I used to watch people play the video games that I played so I could learn and get better. I've always enjoyed learning. And I think something that will help keep me young is if I never lose that hunger to learn, because it's important that we're always learning new things and new skills. There's so much black right here. I'm sorry. I want to get all the dark outlining done so when I fill in with color, it really comes to life. All right. The next question is really, do I believe in ghosts? I already touched on that earlier when I talked about being afraid of the dark. So I'm going to skip that question. Yes, I do believe in ghosts. Whoops. Or some sort of afterlife. I think people can let us know that they're here. I messed up my checkerboard again, but it's okay. Do I consider myself a good cook? Yeah, I can cook. And a lot of the times when I cook, I will see a recipe, but I mostly use recipes as inspiration. I don't necessarily follow them step for step, and I eyeball a lot of things. So for someone that's very like particular about a lot of things in life, cooking is really not one, because I trust my cooking skills. And I kind of like, I make this haddock, and it's my own recipe, and I came up with it by like just reading a bunch of different haddock recipes and then kind of, trusting my gut and combining them all together and coming up with my own thing. So I can definitely cook, and I enjoy cooking. A strange thing about me is that when I do cook, sometimes I cook this big meal and I don't feel like eating after that, because I don't know. It just was a lot of work, and I'm tired and I'm done with it. All right, let's do tea, which is 21. No, 22. Okay, so I switched to the color T, or the symbol T. Whoops. And let's see, the next question, what was it? Do I have a nickname? I have so many nicknames. I've always had a lot of nicknames. My real name is Abigail, but my closest friends call me Babs, so that's why I say Babs, and I prefer to be called Babs, because I know so many Abbies, and it honestly used to get confusing, and it still does when I'm talking about my friend Abby. Nobody knows which Abby I'm talking about. So, yes, I have a lot of nicknames. Babs is by far my favorite one. I get called Bobby, what else? Babby, Babs, I can't even think. I used to get called by my old Instagram username. I actually got recognized one time at a store by my Instagram from high school because the name was so catchy. And a couple people copied my Instagram username, but I don't have that Instagram anymore. It got hacked. But that's okay. I'm older now. And a question I get asked a lot, actually, still talking about nicknames. I'm trying to fix my checkerboard. I'm trying to do a perfect checkerboard, and I never can seem to do it. That's because that needs to be there, I think. I don't know. So how I get asked a lot in life, I've been asked how like Babs or Bobby came about when my name is literally Abigail. And it's because one time when I was ordering a pizza, they asked me for the name for the order, obviously, to come pick it up. And I said Abby, and she said, okay, Bobby, it'll be ready in about 10 minutes. So ever since then, it's stuck. And then for some reason, like the 5 times I ordered food out after that, my name kept getting messed up. So yeah, I think it said Bobby on another food I ordered from somewhere else. I don't know, but so my friends just decided to keep calling me that, and I don't mind it. I actually prefer it now. It's unique and it has a story. Do I have any allergies? I'm not sure why that's a question, but yes, I have allergies to dust and pollen and all those typical allergies. Do I have any phobias? I don't think so. I don't think I'm very scared of many things. Probably spiders. I don't like spiders. But I don't think that I'm necessarily that scared of anything. Do I have any piercings or tattoos? Yes, I have a bunch of ear piercings. I have my nose and my belly button pierced. I have a full sleeve tattoo being worked on, which I have a picture of, I think, in my first whip-in chat. And I have a matching tattoo with my grandfather. He has my name in my handwriting, and I have his name in his handwriting. And let's see, I have a tattoo on my middle finger, which I'll show you right now because it's pretty much gone. It's right here. It's a crown. And I got that, I think when I was 19, and I'm 21. So that's 3 years old, and it looks like that. So hand tattoos don't really last, but it pretty much looked like that like a month after I got it. So I never got it redone. It really, really hurt. Like, it hurt more than a lot of my arm. Felt like my bone was rattling or something. I don't know. It was weird. But I probably won't be getting any more hand tattoos. I want to finish up my sleeve, and there are other tattoos that I want. I think I'm done with piercings for now, at least. I'm just, I don't know. There's no other piercings that I really want at this point in my life. I'm good with what I have. I have what I wanted. Did I say? Yeah, I have my nose, my belly button. I used to have my tongue too, but I took that out. I didn't even have that in a year. Do I have children? No. I'm not ready for children. I'm still in college, and I might continue my education, whether that's a medical school or PA school, or something different. But yeah, I want to get a house and whatnot. I kind of want to be settled before I have children, and that's just my personal preference. I think that people just should have children when they're ready for them, and personally, I am not ready right now. Do I have pets? I do. I have a cat named Janaby. She was in my AliExpress unboxing, I think. She was sitting on my bed while I was filming, so I included her in the shot. And that girl is my literal best friend, I think. I love that cat. She is different than any other cat. She's like so cautious. She doesn't want to mess anything up. She's a little curious, but her fear gets the best of her. And she's just a sweetheart. She will be happy purring away, just sitting next to you. She'll purr so loud. She's just a little sweetheart. And I wouldn't want any other cat. I've always said, you know, even if I get another cat after her, it's not going to be the same. Because, I don't know, all of my friends that have met her like her. She's just a sweetheart. And I'm just going to answer one more question. Do I sing in the shower? I used to sing in the shower like it was my job, like I was practicing for America's Got Talent. Yeah, I used to sing in the shower like crazy. But now I don't really sing. I try to get in and get out because usually I'm about to be heading somewhere. Okay, I think that's it. Let me see. No, it's not. When I was little, I used to have one of those radios that could go in the shower. And yeah, that thing was my best friend too. Like, I could not shower unless I had that thing. It was awesome. So that's probably going to be it for today, you guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. If you like today's video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you want to message me, you can leave a comment below or message me on my Instagram or email, which are in the description. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad we got to catch up and you got to know me. If you want to answer any of the questions that I answered, feel free to. I'd love to find out more about you guys too. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye guys. I'll talk to you soon.